Good evening, everyone. This is going to be a quick video serving just a couple purposes here. One, and the main purpose of this video, is that I was tagged by USMCBOYER in what appears to me to be some sort of video chain whereby you are tagged or shouted out in a video by another individual along with two other people and are tasked to come up with a video response to the topical original video. So-and-so does a video about their EDC, tags 3 people. Those people respond to that video about theirs and tag 3 additional, kind of like a chain letter. I got tagged and I said I'd love to do a video. So, thanks to USMCBOYER for the shout out and the opportunity. The topic is, what is your EDC, which is a nice little pocket dump kind of video, and that's very cool because it gives me a good excuse to try out the new camera. I picked up a Canon S100, which I like quite a bit so far. It has... I grew up doing a lot of photography with like manual cameras and film, if any of you remember that. And what I liked was that you could get a nice camera, and it only did a couple things. I had this great Olympus. It didn't even have automatic film advance. It had a lever. And you could adjust the aperture, the shutter speed, the focus, the zoom, use your light meter and take the light readings, and you'd snap the picture and it would go chunk, and then you'd wind the film, and it was fantastic. And all the controls were right there. They were really easy to use. Turn this dial for aperture, turn this dial for shutter speed, and that's all you needed. And I felt like a lot of digital cameras got away from that. So you could either have a simple camera, or you could have one that had manual features. And if you had a simple camera, the manual features were really buried in there if it had them at all. And now if you have a advanced camera, you do have those manual features, but they are also buried under all the other fancy crap that freaking camera does. And for a while I had a Sony CyberShot, a 7 megapixel Sony CyberShot. When you would pick the advanced or the manual setting, it was great. You could adjust your aperture, shutter speed, ISO, and it took fantastic pictures. And I had a hard time finding a camera where I could take good pictures with the control that I wanted easily without getting bogged down by all the other BS that the camera came with. And I was doing some research, and a friend of mine had one of these, and I saw, sure enough, these the ring controls it has on it seemed just very familiar and intuitive to me. So for all of you guys who have ordered a holster, you have furnished this project with a better camera. Also, it has, as you can tell, HD video, which doesn't have crazy and insane focusing, autofocus nonsense issues like that little flip camera did. So this is going to be a little test of the HD video and of this camera in general. I set it up for the manual focus, so it's, there's a certain range of focus in the video. I don't have to worry about it shifting between the foreground and background and doing that sort of intense seizure-inducing autofocus that it did before. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, what's my EDC? So let's skip right to the meat and potatoes of it. I'm going to skip my keys and my phone and all that kind of nonsense. Daily, I don't carry a multi-tool. I keep one in my range bag and in my backpack, so whenever I go somewhere where I have an additional bag, I have a multi-tool. I do a lot of walking around the city, and the more stuff that I strap to myself, the more uncomfortable I am. So generally, I'm equipped with a knife, flashlight, and firearm. And that's about all I really care to carry at this point. So let's start off in, at least for me, order of increasing interest. Number 1 is illumination. I have 4 7s, Quark 123 tactical. It takes 2 CR123 batteries. It is wicked freaking bright. I think it's like 160 lumens or something, or 190, something really bright like that. It's got a programmable head. I've got mine set for moonlight and shock and awe. So this is a I carry it set to shock and awe because that's kind of a de-escalator or deterrent in some respects. You know, you get hassled by a drunk guy and, "I'm sorry, sir, can I help you?" That's going to deter a certain amount of aggression on its own without any other kind of persuasion. And frankly, in the city, most unwanted advances are by the drunken and belligerent that you're not necessarily insulated or isolated from as you walk around. Otherwise, I have it on the moonlight for, movie theater, restaurants, whenever you want to see something and you don't want to, you don't want to stun everybody in the dim room. Also, if my wife has gone to bed before me and I need to go around the house and not turn on all the lights, I'll use this, and it's, pretty mild. So, mild and stun. So that's the illumination. And now, onto the edged capabilities. Up until very recently, I've been carrying the Kershaw 1760 Skyline, which is great. It's lightweight. The blade remained very sharp. I didn't have to, touch it up very often, and it was always with me and very useful. There are a couple things I didn't like. One, it was just a little bit on the big side, and two, the pocket clip kind of sucked. As an awesome sort of surprise Christmas gift, my wife got me this beautiful Benchmade 705 limited edition McHenry & Williams knife. And I think this thing is just gorgeous. I love this coloration on it. It's kind of hard to see. You really have to see it in person. The camera doesn't quite do it justice. It's a sort of like gray. It's got a reflective tendency, so whatever is around it, it kind of picks up that color a little bit. So if you put, give it some like a warmer light to reflect, it'll pick up those tendencies. But if you put it in a cooler environment, it'll look a little more purple. Not that it's iridescent, but it's just this sort of like very, very neutral gray. I like the black blade. It's already showing a little bit of wear though, but that's what it's for. Made in the USA. I love the blade shape. I love the axis lock. It's extremely smooth and quick. And so, this is my first Benchmade. I haven't had a Benchmade before. I've had some Kershaws and the Cold Steel and whatnot. Good jimping. We all know how important that is on both sides. And what else was I going to talk about here? Oh yeah, the clip. Let's close this up. The clip is fantastic. It's got a nice long plateau on it, so if you're wearing pants that have like a thick or reinforced pocket seam, it not only does it ride nice and low, but it doesn't fight you on that seam there at all. So yeah, that's the edge there. Benchmade 705, McHenry & Williams. 252 of 500. Limited edition. D2 tool steel. Very sharp. I've been opening a lot of boxes. I haven't touched it up yet. So, that is the blade. Now for the firearm. Well, I have it on me right now. I did just get home. I have, for warmer weather, and it's been unusually warm here in Philadelphia, Sig Sauer P238. This baby's hot, so there we go. Get out of there. Empty. Hammer down. Great freaking trigger. Got Hornady Critical Defense. I just picked up, man, they are hard to find. I have looked everywhere, and everyone is out of stock of the official Sig Sauer 7-round mags with the little finger extension on these. I did get a Colt Mustang 7-round magazine that I have to take to the range and try out. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do a little video about that. But it fits so far, and it kind of spoils the appearance of the gun, I think. But it's practical and functional. This SIG has been just fantastic. It's been accurate and reliable and very lightweight and easy to carry. So there's that. And as the weather gets colder, let's do a little rearranging here. As the weather gets cooler, I do transition to the Kimber Ultra Carry. I'm working on a holster for myself for it, just to update it. I think this guy does look pretty slick here. I like that a lot. I'm running it with these VZ grips. I did see some VZ grips for this SIG P238. Those might have to happen in the future, but at any rate. Got an empty gun here. This thing kicks like a freaking ninja with the aluminum frame, but other than that, it's great. It's accurate and reliable, just the way I like them. With 185 grain hollow point Remington Golden Sabers is what I carry this little guy with, and it's pretty nice. So this is my EDC. Generally, there we go. Let's see if I can adjust the focus on the fly here. Nope, I cannot adjust the focus on the fly with this camera. So, 4.7s, Quark 123 tactical with the CR123s, Benchmade 705, Kimber Ultra Carry chambered in 45, and the SIG P238 chambered in 380. Now, who am I going to tag? I'm going to tag Gunfighters Inc. You have been tagged. I'm going to tag Concealed Tactics. And I'm going to tag, oh man, I can never pronounce this guy's channel name, but it's Ben. Ben in Hawaii. So you guys are tagged. Let's see your EDC. Hopefully it's cool, and if it's not, then we'll suffer through a boring video. No, they'll never be boring. Thanks for watching, and gonna get this video uploaded, and hopefully, oops, I just can't stop fidgeting with this knife. I really like the mechanism. It's very smooth, and so every time I pick it up, I just play with it. You gotta love it, right? Anyway, I'll get this video onto the computer, see how this new camera works, and I'm going to get started now on the DIY how-to video. So that's what's coming up next, guys, so thanks for watching.